This lesson is focused on understanding exponents, square roots, and their terminology. Exponents are short form for repeated multiplication. 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 2 to the power cubed. The base is 2. Since that's the number that's being multiplied by itself, the exponent is 3 because 2 is multiplied by itself 3 times. We can also say that this is equal to 2 cubed. If we had 7.1 times 7.1 times 7.1 times 7.1, we could write this as 7.1 to the power 4. It's 7.1 times itself 4 times. We're going to use this concept in our course when doing area calculations. We'll be using squared units. We talk about square area. And for volume calculation, we'll have cubic units. The volume of a square is equal to its side length, the volume of a cube is equal to its side length cubed. On your calculator, to evaluate exponents, you'll use your y to the power x button. For example, if I have 5 to the power 2, I'll write 5 to the power 2 is equal to 25. If I want to evaluate 3 to the power 3, which I could read as 3 cubed, it's equal to 27. 1.03 cubed is equal to 1.09 approximately. Closely related to exponents are radicals or roots. On our calculator, we can use the square root button, or we can use, for cube roots or fourth roots, the x root button. The square root expression asks us what number times itself is equal to the value underneath the square root sign. The square root of 25 is equal to 5, since 5 squared is equal to 5. An expression where we have a 3 outside of the radical sign is referred to as a cube root. The cube root button or cube root asks us what number times itself 3 times is equal to the value underneath the sign. The cube root of 125 is equal to 5. Your calculator does have a cube root button found just above the cube sign. If you do the cube root of 125, your calculator shows you it's equal to 5. The fifth root of 32 is equal to 2. To calculate this on your calculator, you'll have to use the x root button. Since we're calculating a fifth root, we enter that first, shift, and then the x root button. 32 is equal to 2. Try out the next two examples. Not all roots come out to whole numbers. Oftentimes they come out to decimal values. Round your answers in the following two questions to 3 significant digits. Pause and practice. If you're confused by the rounding on the second example, it's important to look at the output from your calculator. The first significant digit is 7, the second is 6, the third is 9. Because the digit to the right of the 9 is greater than 5, we have to round up. You can think about rounding the 69 to 70. If there's more than one value underneath the square root sign, we need to simplify before taking the square root. 16 plus 9 is 25, and the square root of 25 is 5, as previously discussed. 105 squared plus 360 squared is equal to 140,625. We can take the square root of our answer and get a value of 375. It is possible to enter it into one step in your calculator. It's important to make use of the left and right bracket to show what terms are underneath the radical sign. Great work. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact your instructor.